Ooh, alright YouTube, so it's been a while since I've been solo filming, but figured I'd talk about the car. I'm sure some of you are interested. So this is a 93 Mark II, commonly known as the 90 chassis. Unfortunately, it is automatic and no turbo, but I still feel like I got a good deal. As you can see, the IS300 isn't here. I traded the IS300 and got some cash and kept a bunch of my parts, so I think it was pretty fair trade. Obviously this is not as fun to drive, I guess, but it's just, I think, a better car. It's got a bit more style points. It's fairly clean. There's really no dents. I still gotta get this adhesive off. So it had factory like dual antennas, which I took off. So yeah, I was just a bit lazy to take that off. And I'm trying to get rid of these junk Lexus wheels. I kind of wish it was on stock suspension, but it is what it is. The grill's kind of in iffy shape. When I got the car, the grill was like plasticated black. I kind of know why they did that now, but I think I'd rather it be partially chrome than shitty black. But yeah, there's like adhesive on this trim from some rain guards that were on it, which were like broken, unfortunately. Some things I like about this car is that it actually has a factory key fob, which is really cool. And most of the time when you hit lock twice, it like beeps to set an alarm, I'm assuming. So here's the interior. It's honestly really clean. Someone had put a black headliner in it and like some black A pillars and B pillars, C pillars. So someone tried, and they also like put black right here too. I don't know, it's definitely aftermarket stuff, but it's not bad. I like it. I don't know, I've had these laying around for so long and I've swapped them out to many cars, but I do have the factory floor mats in there. I was just bored one day and wanted to see if these were a vibe or not in here. I'm not really feeling it, but I don't know what to put them in. And another thing I like is obviously power folding mirrors, which is cool. This thing came with like random Japanese stuff in it, which is pretty cool. My last one didn't really come with much, but yeah, this is like a used car lot sticker. And it came with like some JDM coins and stuff. Not all that exciting, but it's still like pretty cool. And I really want to find out what's on this, but obviously not a factory radio anymore. Kind of want to figure out what's on there. Should be interesting for a boring day. I don't know, does this have... This might have a tape deck in there. I might have to try that out. So one thing I did already, oddly enough, they had like took the badges off the trunk when I got it, but they gave them to me, and obviously I put them back on. But yeah, I already put my sub in here and amp, so that's pretty nice. And it came with like weird stuff, man. came with like a bag of speakers and like a bag of sunglasses, which is pretty freaking weird. I don't know what the hell is going on. And yeah, I don't know. This is from Japan too, some PVC pipe. I kind of leave it in there. I don't know. I just haven't really cleaned out the car much. But yeah, it's got the spare tire in there and like the Toyota toolkit, and like all the wrenches and stuff are like branded Toyota, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that's pretty much the car. It's definitely seen some miles for sure. This like equals about 120k, which isn't much, but I still got to put my plates on. And another thing, it's got like bronze windows. I'm pretty sure that's not factory, but it's kind of cool. I'm really digging the floor mats though, for real. I wish the front ones were a bit cleaner, but all in all, the interior's really clean for a tan. You know, this really gets dirty. It doesn't look like many people are in the back seat. I don't even think I've ever put this down. That's cool. There's really not much in here. I haven't really looked under the seats. It'd be cool to take them out just to see if there's anything under there. You kind of find weird stuff. Yeah, I didn't really wire it in clean, but looks like someone maybe had the seats out at some point. I don't know what that's for. Some Japanese like dust, probably smoked. Yeah, unfortunately this is pretty busted up. I mean, obviously it works, but quite annoying. I bet there's some factory US car Toyota that's pretty similar size, so I'll probably try that eventually. Main thing I was concerned about with this car is does the AC work, which it does. That's why I traded. Well, that's main key why I traded. And there's no rust and the paint's really clean and the body's straight, so I was like, fuck it, I'll technically downgrade in people's opinion, but I think this is a cooler car than an IS300. Those cars are really rice, but they are nice to drive. But so is this, just boring. So yeah, I don't really know what else to really say about the car. So right in here I got steering wheel imported from Japan, so shout out Chikara if he watches this. I'm not sure if he does, he might. Thanks for always helping me get stuff. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to use the grill because this just won't work on a Cressida. You have to have different fenders and lights and stuff, but still cool to have on the wall. So what else? I had to import some brake pads. I haven't put them on yet. And the passenger side rear toe arm joint is super squeaky. Like, it's almost annoying to drive. I can probably put some weight. You can hear that. It's so annoying. So I had ordered the D-Max rear arm kit for this from Japan. It's just taking so long to get stuff for this car. I've honestly had this car quite a while now. I mean, not too long, like 3 weeks, but yeah. So I'm just gonna open this up and give you guys the first real reaction, I guess. What, I'm kind of a hoarder, but it's like kind of hard to to throw Japanese stuff away. Made it through customs and stuff. Which is kind of cool. I mean, that's pretty good. Made in Italy. Oh. Man, this is tough. I'm just gonna sit this. So, first impressions are, obviously, this thing is fucking old. Like, it's an old nardi. Definitely, like, not a remade, classic, I guess you can call it. This is an OG. So, obviously, it's got some wear. It's got some little scuff marks. I honestly bet I could polish this up and make it look new again, but I'm just gonna throw it in. It's got one little chip there, but that's really not a big deal. So this is about $180, which is really cheap for a nardi, especially an old one if you consider those to be more valuable. But and then the hub is, I don't know, kind of priceless. I'd value the hub at $50 to $100, so I don't know. I think I got a good deal. Nardis are really expensive, and the wait time for them is just ridiculous. So I'm gonna start putting this in and kind of just give you guys the view after it's all done. I don't really want to film a wheel install because everyone's seen that done thousands of times on YouTube. So the reason why I want to replace this is this thing's kind of seen better days. It's cool to have an OEM wheel, but I don't know. I've never had a nardi, always wanted one, so just figured I would do it. Yeah, that went pretty smooth. Honestly, took like 2 minutes, and I'm not gonna hit the horn, but it does work. Alright, fuck it, I'll do it. I've hit it so many times because it's kind of cool. I usually like never really make the horn work just because I always get like the wrong hubs. I don't know. If you want your horn to work, you got to get the hub that's kind of specific for your, you know, year of Toyota. Like any 90s Toyota hub will work, but your horn might not hit the clock spring, whatever. Anyways, pretty stoked with the quality and how it looks in here. Definitely an improvement in my opinion. This wheel has seen better days. So yeah, when I was pulling this out, it was pretty obvious that someone put this thing back in and had a wheel in here before, just because the big hub bolt in the center was not factory and it was aftermarket, and the threads were kind of gummed up. Like definitely someone's taken this wheel off a couple times, maybe a bunch of times, or it's just some idiot cross-threading it, but definitely had a different wheel on it at some point. Cool they kept the stock one though, because this is cool to have on the wall. But anyways, that's really all I'm gonna film on this car. I'm sorry this video is a bunch of talking, but I know some of you wanted to know what this was in the background, so